the Hopa Hopa Homa thing from Hawaii. And basically what he did, his book just came out, it's called Zero Limits, and basically what he did was he took the files of all of these prisoners in this criminally insane ward in Hawaii, and by not even meeting them, just by looking at their files, he went to what he touched within himself. What those things... Okay, so I'm reading about a rapist and a murderer, and what does that trigger within me? What does that bring up in me? Let me forgive myself and heal myself by loving myself around that. So he worked with these different files over a series of, I believe it was months. Everybody, they had to shut the ward down. Everybody got healed because he healed himself. You'll see a lot of things coming out in the field now about reconnection and reconnecting with the grid and reconnecting with the divine, and some people are doing it through their hands and some people are doing it with their energy. As a person's perception opens up, he will or she will receive the information through their own perspective. So a chiropractor receives the information of what to do with his hands. Are you with me? Okay. An energetic healer may receive the information as far as how to clean up the field of your energy. Everybody's receiving it through different avenues, and everybody's saying the same thing. Forgive yourself, love yourself. You want to really heal the planet? It's not so much about, throwing big music festivals. Although, again, that raises the awareness. But ultimately, if you want to save the water, you are the pool that makes up the water. Your energy is what is affecting the oceans. Your energy is the energy that is affecting everything in our universe. So again, if you can look at a tree, I laugh because I just played the tree of life. If you can look at a tree and truly love that tree, you are healing the rainforest. But if you want to heal everything, look at yourself and love yourself. So I ask you tonight, what's in your way? Where do you have to forgive yourself? And what is it that you have to claim to move back into truly honoring and loving yourself? You want to say something, I can feel it.
No, well, I want to show them something.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I just felt it.
Right. This idea, so we've several times, Dee mentioned and I already mentioned, I am creation, right? And we're saying the most powerful statement is to recognize yourself as harmonious creation, right? I am harmonious creation. Now, if I look at those things, for those of you who are studied metaphysicians, we would see a circle and we would see what we've called the Trinity, which is spirit, which is soul, which is body. 1, 2, 3. Do you see it? Right? Now, can you all see that now? So you have I am creator, I am creation, I'm in the act of creation, and I am that which is created, right? And we understand it's all one, right? But we're also looking to find out how we can identify ourselves as one with the one, as one with this creative process, how we can identify ourselves in such a way as to bring in the highest possible vibration, right? So I'm going to just show you this real quick, and then I'm going to show something with somebody and the rods. Okay, so we would do this way. There's only one power, one life. In the teaching of metaphysics, teaching of meta, that which is invisible and that which is physical, there's only one life. That life is God. So we don't really have any decent symbols, any good symbols for God. We notice we don't have a lot of bleeding saviors or messiahs of any kind around here, right? And we could put paintings of Jesus and paintings of Buddha and paintings of the great saints and sages and mystics throughout time, and they would all belong here. Everyone belonged, but there would be no place where we would say that's the symbol of who we are. The best symbol we have is a circle. The problem is with the symbol is what's wrong with the symbol? What's that? It has an edge. It has a circumference. So you see you have one and that which is outside the one. So really, we have to remember it's only a symbol. It's not really the real thing, because if we were to draw the symbol, we wouldn't be able to draw anything because there's no edges to it, right? So for a moment, this is to be everything in life, and then we know that God is spirit, and God is soul, and God is body. Right? God is all of those. Now, where am I in this? Where am I personal self? Where am I in this? Huh? Yeah, you're in all of them, but there's only one place where you rest in entirety, and that's here. Right? When I say when you rest in entirety, I mean where you rest in eternity. You will always be here, no matter what other shapes or forms you take. Right? Now, if we look at that then and say, okay, here is the I am of myself, as I am always going to be in the upward, forward, progressive, spiraling understanding of myself, right? Now look at that in terms of I am harmonious creation. You see where it would be? I am not that which is created, because that's content. What do we know about everything in the physical universe? It comes and it comes to pass, right? It comes to pass, right? So I can't be here, right? Well, I can't be here because then I would be all of it, and I'm not. I'm it in its representation. I am it, but I'm in its representation, right? So we see I fall right into here. I am creation, and we're interested in harmonious creation because that's the only thing that's eternal. Making sense? Okay, now, so let me use D for an example because we already did this work. You saw this once before. We'll use anybody in this room who wants to play. Tonight, we have enough time, we have enough space, anybody who wants to play, to work on what you're doing with yourself. Now, how much power is in these metal sticks? 0. There is no power in metal sticks. How many people have seen me work with the rods before? Okay, how many people have not seen me work with the rods before? Okay, so let me do a little explaining about the rods. These are just metal rods. This is a hollow cylinder. There's nothing in there, and you see if I spin my hand, I cannot spin the rod. Do you see it? It's just spinning in the cylinder. So it's on its own, the rod inside the cylinder. Right? No matter if I twist my hand, you notice it's not moving the way I move my fingers. Right? The rod doesn't move. It's just a cylinder. Okay, so it's picking up something. Now somebody says, well, what is it measuring? It's measuring energy, but we don't know what kind of energy, and why in the United States don't we have machines that will duplicate this? And the answer is because in the United States we don't believe in this stuff. However, in Germany they are making these machines, and they are using them to measure acupuncture points, to measure meridians, power structures, all kinds of systems which in our country we don't believe in. So of course we don't have equipment to match it. However, in other countries they do believe it, and the Germans are known for being pretty good with technological stuff. And they're developing this equipment, which is being used in practice in Mexico and in Italy and in other countries around the world. Actual machinery that's measuring the same kind of more subtle energy fields. And eventually we'll catch up, but we have to what do we have to do to catch up? We're going to have to change our mind in order to change our experience.